Today we'll talk about how to beat the narcissist. The only way to beat the narcissist is not to play their game. The narcissist preys on some common human psychological traits that make you vulnerable to manipulation. So let's start by looking at some of them here. The traits that make you vulnerable are: you want to understand the why. You want to understand people's behavior and make sense of what happened and why the narcissist acts the way they do. They use this to create confusion, like sudden silent treatment, and because you want to understand why, you reach out to get closure, giving them more supply. Their behavior will never make sense from your empathetic perspective of the world, so they keep you stuck in this never-ending loop of needing closure and understanding the why of their never-ending confusing behavior that makes no sense to an emotional, stable and empathetic human being. Why did they just leave and block you? Why do they say they love you and then cheat on you? Why? You become free when you no longer need a why and just know that you don't deserve their abuse and anyone mistreating you and doesn't deserve to be in your life, and you feel grounded in your boundaries. Then the why of people's behavior no longer matter. All that matters is whether they respect your boundaries or not, and whether they make you feel safe about yourself and feel better about yourself, or they make you feel anxious and worse about yourself. If they consistently make you feel anxious and don't respect your boundaries, then walk away, because you deserve better. The why is really not that important. Perhaps they have a personality disorder, maybe they're just a selfish idiot. It does not really matter, as it does not change the impact that their behavior has on you. So once you no longer care about the why and just care about the impact it has on you, that's when you beat the narcissist and will be free. Let's look at the next one. Your bias thinking that they will change. We tend to interpret other people's action based on our framework for how we feel, act and think. However, this makes us exposed, as we presume the abuser, like us, is empathetic and doesn't intend to cause harm, so we make excuses for their behavior and keep believing in the good in them. And since we can change, we presume the abuser can and will change, and so their empty promises get us sucked back in, and we focus on their words over their actions, which show us that they will not change. This bias, presuming that others are like us, makes us exposed and vulnerable to abuse. Some people are toxic and selfish and only care about themselves and are happy to harm others to get what they want. We call these people narcissist, socio and psychopath. Not everyone is like you, so be aware of when you project yourself onto others. Once you accept this, you can beat the narcissist as you see them for what they are instead of the positive illusion that you project onto them. The next vulnerability that makes us vulnerable to their games is that you doubt yourself. The abuser flourish on making you doubt yourself because it makes you more receptible to manipulation. When you start to trust your own emotions and sensations and trust that their actions tell you the truth, you can feel safe again. And that will release you from the grip of the narcissist, because the narcissist flourishes on you feeling unsafe and anxious. Trust what you're seeing them do over their words. Trust how you feel is correct. And if you feel consistently anxious, this is a toxic person for you. Trust your perspective is how you regain safety and power and can break free from the narcissist and defeat the narcissist. And once you do that, they will lose a grip over you. So let's look at some of the strategies to actually defeat the narcissist. One of them is called grey rocking. It's a common term quite often used, and it really means pretending to be a rock, unresponsive, and give them no energy. They want to get an emotional response from you, good or bad, as that means that you're still attached and they can impact you and therefore control you. If we can no longer have an impact on an object, we lose control of it, right? If you're the car and the narcissist has been the driver, which they have been when they manipulate and abuse you, then it's like you're suddenly not responding to the narcissist turning the wheel in the car. As the narcissists realize that they lost control of you and they're going to crash into the wall, it would terrify them as they see the car driving straight towards that wall. After they crash, the narcissist might get out and kick and scream at the car, but the vehicle does not respond. So the narcissist had lost all power and control. That's how you defeat the narcissist. Give them no response. Don't defend yourself against their false accusations. Don't debate anything with them, as it's all a way to suck you back in and get the steering wheel to turn the wheels again the way they want. Let them keep crashing that car as you don't respond and give them no emotional response. They will eventually leave to get a new supply that can give them the fuel and provide them with control. Next one. Just remember, any emotional response is fuel to them. The next one is a no contact you heard about, but let's go into it a bit deeper because it comes together with a grey rocking. As you simply stop responding to them, both figuratively and emotionally, they lose all control. Now you defeat the narcissist, but to put them in the coffin is going no contact and blocking them everywhere. And I mean everywhere. Block them on calls, text, social media, change emails and phone numbers if you have to. If you have kids together, only communicate through a third party and document everything. Don't check them out on social media, which you can't anyway if you block them. Don't ask common friends about them, and if they tell you, tell them to stop going forward. Get rid of anyone who stays in contact with a narcissist. That's how you defeat the narcissist, as if they've now lost all control over you and you can finally recover and become free. Eventually you'll find a loving partner who appreciate, accept and support you for just being you. That's enough for today. Don't forget to subscribe to get new videos and notification. If you want coaching to heal from an abusive relationship, you can check out my one-to-one coaching, online course or membership in the link below, or you can get the free guided webinar, so check that out. I'll see you next week.